Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to a mid-afternoon edition of the Missing Lynx post-game live stream podcast thing. We need more noon games in every sport. Like Tuesday at noon, anytime we can get a noon game, start squeezing them in. I'm Andrew Dukowitz of Sports Illustrated Zone Coverage, Hitting the Hardwood, and Sara, Brnic. Wolves and Lynx Twitter GOAT, I think is what I put you in the description as, joining me. How's it going?
It's going. That was an amazing game of basketball on both ends. That was awesome. I'm doing great after the highs of that game.
It's one of those things where it's like all week, anytime I did like a radio or TV or anything, I was, you get asked all of the off the basketball court type of questions. And I just kept going back to like, this is going to be one of the best games of the season. And I guess we'll start there. I mean, how did the atmosphere like come through the TV for you? Because in the arena, it was insane.
Yeah, you could tell even on the broadcast that the crowd was into it. You can also tell that there was like a big contingent of Fever fans in there, which I feel like is pretty standard for the Fever. But it definitely made me jealous not being there. But I do have tickets to the game in September against the Fever, so at least I have that, which I'm excited for. But yeah, that was incredible. Just an incredible atmosphere.
It's crazy. Like there was a good share of Fever fans there. I wouldn't say it was like 50. It's probably like 60-40 Lynx to Fever fans, but like Fever fans they show out when they show up. And we're close to Iowa, a lot of Caitlin Clark fans. It makes sense. It's kind of like when you go to like a Twins game and they're playing the Brewers. Like there's just a lot of people that travel for it. But the back and forth of the crowd was honestly, in the fourth quarter, it was awesome. Like just awesome to hear the pops going both ways.
Yeah, I mean, they called Target Center Carver Hawkeye North during Caitlin's college career because they just traveled so well. So, like, it doesn't surprise me at all that there's a bunch of Fever fans here. And I think it just makes for a really cool, like you said, just an amazing atmosphere, the back and forth.
McKinney, I appreciate that. It's still weird saying that I'm a Sports Illustrated contributor and Lynx, Wolves, Gophers, and now WWE beat reporter. It's been a weird 6 months for your guy, but we're getting there. I do want to kind of talk about this one first. Of just Tina brings up Maya Caldwell, Nia Coffey, bench defense at key times. Dorka was great. I mean, Maya Caldwell, 4 offensive rebounds. She was guarding full court every second she was out there. It is, I mean, just how awesome has she been as just a random contributor that they got for a 3rd round pick?
Yeah, I mean, she's been amazing. I think that she's a big piece, like a big culture piece for us. I've seen, the social media videos of her dancing around and like kind of bringing the team together in that way, which I think it's you don't see it on the court, but it definitely matters for, to have somebody like her and Courtney Williams on the same team. Like the vibes are immaculate. And then on top of that, she's going out there and giving her all every single night. So absolutely thrilled.
It's always fascinating to see how people like carve out roles on teams. Cause like when they traded for Maya, I was, like she played good minutes for Atlanta last year, but to like reinvent herself as like, I'm gonna get offensive rebounds as a guard and I'm going to just do all of the like nitty gritty dirty stuff. It's just fascinating because I don't remember her doing all of that for Atlanta last year.
Yeah, I feel like Cheryl Reeve has a really big role in getting that out of players. I think she just expects grit and hustle no matter what your role is. She wants that out of you. And I feel like those players that, didn't get traded to have a major role for us, that's kind of what they go for to, remain in the lineup. And I think it's working.
And Nia too. I mean, didn't really do a whole lot for Atlanta last season, comes in here, is an incredible starter, like just glue piece. Now she's getting 15 minutes a night because Fee's back.
Yeah.
And it just seems like she's still just as locked in as she was. I don't know, like how hard would that be where you just show up to your day job every day and then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, you have the overnight shift. Good luck.
I mean, I feel like it'd be one thing if, we didn't know that Fee was coming back, but I think that, for her first half of the season where she was starting, she knew in the back of her head that once Fee was back, she's going to have to adapt to an off the bench role. And I mean, she's doing an incredible job for her to, not have an ego and just accept that responsibility and still come in and putting in the effort and the work that she's doing. Like we're just lucky to have the pieces of this team that just mold together so well.
Jude brings up a very important question in the chat that we were talking about post game. Alishka Hamzova got married and has a new last name, and we don't get to talk to her very often, nor do we get to talk to someone that knows how to pronounce Eastern European last names. Sara, how would you pronounce Yoklova?
I need to look at the spelling of it. What is it? Yoklova. Yeah, I mean, the J's are usually like a y sound, at least in, Croatian, Bosnian, Serbian. I would say, yeah, Yoklova.
Yoklova. That's what I'm going to go with.
Yeah.
And until I get yelled at for it. But like, what a weird time, as Amanda says. Like, how do people have time to get married she got married during the All-Star break, which is, again, like, I think I got married over MEA weekend during nursing school, so I shouldn't talk, but I feel like that's a choice.
It is. I mean, congratulations to her. She's obviously having a really good year, both on and off the court, so good for her.
Someone on Twitter, I don't know who it was, but they commented like, can you imagine getting 2 rings in 1 year? And it's like, well, for Alishka, she might be getting 2 rings in 1 year.
Yeah, I think I tweeted, I was like, dang, she's going to get 2 rings in 1 calendar year.
Was that you? Okay. A+ tweet.
Thank you.
Do want to get into the starters of it just a little bit. We'll save Olivia Miles because, I mean, good Lord, was that if you haven't watched Olivia at 11 of 14 for 28 points is pretty ridiculous. But I mean, Courtney Williams is the one I kind of want to start with. They switch her on to Kelsey Mitchell in the second half and kind of do a different like drop coverage with her. And Mitchell, just everything became harder. Then on the other end, you have Court just slinging daggers the entire second half.
Yeah.
Like, I know the Lynx fans last year were kind of divided on Courtney Williams, the point guard. Courtney Williams, the shooting guard, is incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. Courtney Williams, the person, number 1, is incredible.
Yeah.
And then
that's the top of the list.
Yeah. And then she's just so good at what she does, and no matter what role they kind of throw her into, she molds well into that role. But for her to be a true shooting guard, she's finally finding like that comfort that we weren't really truly seeing last season for her, and she's just, I mean, doing incredible. And I mean, having Olivia Miles distributing the ball for you doesn't hurt either. But yeah, I mean, Courtney's just so fun to watch.
12 of 20, 27 points, guarded the Fever's best player tonight for the second half. No turnovers, 5 assists. It's just like, I know she's the same person as last year, but like her efficiency is through the roof this year. And the only thing that changed is she's now playing what she's always played, which I feel like that makes it almost even more impressive that last year the last 3 years, she's been a point guard when this is the caliber of shooting guard she is, right?
Yeah. It just goes to show how good of a basketball player she is, and her basketball IQ, and being able to step up and play whatever role she's asked to play. I mean, and on top of that, she's just an awesome person. Like, I've obviously personally never met her, but you just look at the way that she carries herself and you can just tell that she's just a joy to be around.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like being able to be around these people. Some people have like a camera persona, and then you see them in the hallway and it's just like you nod at each other and walk by. Like, Courtney is always Courtney Williams. Like, it is never turned down. It is never turned off. She is walking into the press room going, what up to everyone in attendance every time. It is. I did find a fun fact out today, though. I asked Liv if Court had the best post basket like PA announcement where they say let her cook or let me cook. Neither of them had any clue that was happening. Which is like, one, Court's been here 3 years. She's made like hundreds of buckets in the Target Center. Has no clue. And two, like, how on brand.
Right. They're just so locked in that they don't have any idea what's going on other than what's on the floor, which is awesome. I mean,
it's just wild. Like, just no no clue that that's happening, and like the coolest thing. Do want to talk Olivia Miles, but I'm going to throw us over to a quick ad read before we get to it. Well, hello. Thank you, Livestream Andrew. This is Ad Read Andrew. And today we have Firehawk Construction and Remodeling, the presenting sponsor for the Missing Links podcast. Firehawk Construction and Remodeling strives to inspire people to follow their ideas, working with respect and understanding to create a quality, tailored result. Firehawk Construction and Remodeling, located in Blaine and serving in the North Metro area, is here to help you with your building and remodeling needs. I can say personally, thanks to Firehawk Construction and Remodeling, I have a beautiful deck in my backyard and countless projects that I started, they finished. Get started on your new deck or remodel today by calling Isaac at 763-710-5686. And we're back with another ad read. This time for Pence Homes, the presenting sponsor of Hitting the Hardwood Network. From the best tools and technology to transparency throughout the entire process, Nate Pence and the Pence Homes team is the top choice for buyers, sellers, and is proud to support you and your home ownership goals. Get started today by calling 612-308-1122 or by emailing info@pencehomes.com. So Olivia Miles, we talked about it a little bit, but just, if we want to nitpick, she had 3 turnovers. The Lynx had 6 as a team. So I guess that's not, it's fine. 6 assists, 4 rebounds. Should get credit for 2 blocks at some point. She did have 3 steals. Oh, I apologize. It was 0 steals, 3 turnovers. So no steals, which she will get credit for another block. I think their stats will figure that one out. But 28 points on 11 of 14 shooting. I mean, just, again, we're both chronically online people. To have an entire timeline on a Sunday afternoon just be Olivia Miles highlights. I mean, how cool is that?
It's the coolest thing. It's like, I just love that it's happening for us. I mean, that's obviously so selfish of me, but I'm like, if she was playing for any other team, I would still be a huge fan just because of the way that she plays. But it's even better that she's on the Lynx. And at one point today I was scrolling Twitter and every single tweet was about Olivia Miles, and it was like, one was 12 minutes ago, one was like 30 minutes ago, one was 45 minutes ago. So it was like at completely different points in the game, everyone's just losing their mind at how great she is. And I'm like, she's so fun to watch.
That's what it is. It's fun. I honestly think that's as simple as it comes down to, is just like, you can sit there and look at like her eyes during the plays and all of the like technical stuff that she does. But at the end of the day, it's fun. It makes you feel like a kid watching her play basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the matchup with the Fever, because the Fever do play a fun brand of basketball. Caitlin Clark is also a really fun player to watch, distributing the ball, the logo bombs. Kelsey Mitchell is just insane. So these two teams together specifically, like, I was already sat and ready like 48 hours ago waiting for this game. But yeah,
same.
It's just, this is how you grow the game. I think that this is like the pinnacle of WNBA was today. Like, this is truly was just an awesome game on both ends.
I mean, massive stars, right? Like Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark, the Lynx, the entire roster.
Lynx
I mean,
roster,
they're I was talking to people before the game of just like, I'm sorry, this is a super team at this point. They have 5, their entire starting lineup were all stars this year or last year. Like, that is super team category.
Absolutely.
Both teams, number 1, number 2 offense in the league. That they were going to bring it and just like come out here firing, and to meet that mark of like Fever make that comeback late. Lynx end up putting it away. Crowd's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, this is what the league needs. They need to just put Lynx versus Fever 44 times a year and put it on primetime, right?
Absolutely.
It's just, yeah, I growing the game. This is like literally for all of the off the court stuff that's going on with WNBA right now. The on the court product is incredible, which, I mean, Olivia Miles, again, Kenneth brings up Dawn Staley was trying to make her the logo during this game. And you mentioned just like how happy you are that she plays here for the Lynx. Like, what's it been like from a fan perspective to kind of watch her this season? Because I feel like it has to have just, even like getting to know Liv the person, like what's that been like from the fan side? Because my view is completely skewed and different.
Yeah, I mean, from the fan side, you're just excited for her and excited for the future of the franchise. And you know, going into the season before the draft, you know, you're kind of thinking that this might be like a lull of a year, like a rebuild. Nafisa's going to miss half the season. We don't really know what the roster is going to look like. You know, we lost big portions of our roster. And then for her to come in and take over the way that she did, I was just blown away. She's so smart in the way that she plays. I can't even describe, like, it literally is a spiritual experience. Like, I think
it is.
the last game she played when she had that like between the legs pass to Kayla McBride on the three, I feel like my soul left my body, and I swear that happens at least once a game watching her play, because she just does something that just makes you go wow. And yeah, like I said earlier, if she was playing for any other team, I feel like I'd have that same reaction, like, wow, she's amazing. But like, it's even better that I'm like, hey, I can just go randomly on a Tuesday night, say, hey, I want to go watch Olivia Miles play, and just go to the Target Center. Like, that's such a privilege. And I'm excited. It's exciting as a fan, for sure.
I think the thing that's just, I'm trying to think of how to word it to not like take a dig at Liv. Like, she looks so normal. Like, she looks like a normal human. It's the Steph Curry theory in the NBA of like the reason Steph Curry got so popular is because people look at Steph and they're like, oh, I could be Steph. Like, kids growing up are like, yeah, 6'3", 6'2", scrawny guy. Like, I could do that. Like, Liv looks like a normal human. She's not Asia Wilson. She's not, I mean, Fee looks like a normal human too. That's part of the case I make for Fee a lot. But like, watching Boston tonight, Boston is just, most people aren't ever going to grow up and be Aaliyah Boston. I think a lot of people are going to grow up and look like Liv, or be able to have a chance to play like Liv. She's not the most athletic. She's not the like most gifted. It's just the mind stuff. And I think, again, looking at it from like the covering the team perspective, that's the thing that's the like it factor for me that I'm so curious of like how many kids are going to be just growing up playing like Olivia. Is the point guard going to come back to basketball because Olivia Miles is like this fun and looks like a normal person?
I think that's a huge part of her appeal, is just that she looks like somebody that any kid could become. But it also is, to your point, like the point guard play is starting to really come back. And, you know, we've got incredible point guards all throughout the WNBA. And like today was just one example of two that could have went at it. And I mean, Caitlin Clark has kind of made her name as one of the top guards in the WNBA. And for Olivia to come out and outperform her, like hands down outperform her.
Yeah.
It's looking good for us.
The other thing, I'm burying this at the 19-minute mark because it's not like the A topic of this game, but I am pretty open about covering the Lynx, covering the Wolves. Like, I devote all of my time pretty much to covering the Lynx and the Wolves. I'll catch a game on League Pass every once in a while. But like, I've watched now 4 Fever games all season, so I'm not tapped in with them. Watching them pull Caitlin Clark for Lexi Hull at the end of games is just like, if the Lynx did that with Liv and pulled Liv to put Maya Caldwell in there, that would be the A topic everywhere. And it's just one of those things where it's like, I really like Caitlin Clark's game. Like, she hit some shots tonight that were just like, woof. But like, it is just a reminder of like the Fever have such a weird team
Yeah.
where it's just there isn't any defense, and even like Caitlin Clark is getting pulled at the end of the games because they're like, we need to stop, and they're targeting you, which honestly, I guess my point with that is just shout out Stephanie White. That takes some stones to
Mhm.
be able to like sit there and make those decisions.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that we're lucky to have a team culture where everybody buys into defense, and I think that Cheryl, like, simply is not gonna play you if you're not gonna
Yeah.
perform defensively. Like, it's not she's not gonna sub you in and out offense, defense. Like, she's gonna say, "No, you're gonna sit at the end of the bench until you put this effort in," because that's just the identity that we play with. I always say that, like, Cheryl is so good at bringing a band of misfits together and making them like the best team in the WNBA, which she absolutely did this season, even before
Yep.
we came back. But yeah, the Fever are just it's strange because they've got Kelsey Mitchell, they've got Aaliyah Boston, they've got Caitlin Clark, like all three all stars. Their offense is incredible. They've had 6 now 100+ point games in a
Yeah.
row.
Best offense in the league.
Yeah,
Like,
and you know if I were Caitlin Clark, I can't put myself in that conversation because I'm obviously not Caitlin Clark, but like you'd think that she'd want to kind of focus in and hone in on defense.
yeah.
But I mean, maybe it's just not asked of her. And I think that's what sets the Lynx apart is no matter who you are, no matter what your name is, no matter how many all-stars you've played, you're going to play defense for this team or else you're just not going to play.
I have zero doubt that if Fee came back from her injury and wasn't good on defense, that Nia Coffey would be closing these games.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
full honesty, you're spot on. Cheryl does not tolerate that, which LP brings up. Liv at TCU used to get subbed out both ways, and then she comes to the Lynx, and I mean, Liv's talked about it that Cheryl just doesn't. She doesn't let you get away with anything. It is you're playing defense or you're not playing, which again, credit to Liv, credit to Steph White. I think there's things that you could probably argue about over the Fever. Again, I'm not locked in with them, but like to have the team buy in to be like, no, we're pulling Caitlin, throwing Hull in there, who played like 12 minutes up until that point, and we're going offense defense with our best player. That I mean, we just watched that with the Wolves this season, where how many times would we have wished they did that with Julius Randle, but they just didn't, because that would have been a whole thing, which yeesh. Do want to get a couple more of just fan perspectives of like, is this, I've been debating with this as like a coverage standpoint, but like 2024, make the finals, losing game 5. Last season, power of friendship, injuries, falls apart. Like, is this the most fun team out of those 3?
100%. Yeah. For me, yeah. I mean, to have like a true point guard is one thing, but to have that true point guard be Olivia Miles and for her to be distributing the way that she is and playing the way that she is, it's just like we said earlier, it's just a fun brand of basketball. And I think it's more fun because I wasn't expecting this before the season started, and now I'm on this like roller coaster ride of just we're steady going up, and it's just I mean, the Lynx are just the best show in sports right now, I think, honestly.
I mean, it has been really cool to see, like, section by section in the upper deck get opened up and see it go from 9,000 fans to 10,000 to, all right, we'll open up the whole ring, and now it's 12,000, and then, all right, well, we'll open up the mid tiers, and now they're hitting 12 and a half, 13, 14,000 every game. And it's just like, it's the proof of concept that I've always had with the Lynx of like, if you just give them coverage and you open up seats and you make them mainstream, like, people will come. Like, it's just, again, it's fun. It's fun to go to Lynx games.
Yeah. If you build it, they will come. And that's exactly what's happened.
I mean, sometimes it's just that simple. Like, if you build up the brand, they will come, which, I mean, I do want to give you space. Any other like Lynx notes you want to hit on before we get out of here today?
Um, Honestly, no, I think we covered a lot of it. It's just a privilege for this to be the hometown team, honestly. That's all I have
It,
to say. It's fun.
and for like Lynx fans, I think one of the I think one of the coolest things about like I've only been doing media for this team for 3 years, but like the welcomingness of new Lynx fans, where it's like you don't have to have been at every game of a dynasty. If you're just
Yeah.
like coming to one game, as Gene says, you go to one game and you get hooked because like fans do talk to each other next to
Yeah.
their seats. Like it's such an inclusive fan base.
Yeah.
And again, I just think like in a different universe, Lynx fans could be sitting here being really snobby about all the new fans
Mhm.
coming to the team, but instead they're just sitting there like, no, this is everyone's team. We're glad people are paying attention, which again, like these diehard Lynx fans were the reason that they were able to keep this team,
Yeah.
you know, kind of in the mid mainstream. And now that it is becoming a mainstream sport, I mean, next year if baseball goes on strike, the Lynx will be the only ticket in town. Like you're
Yeah.
not going to tell me this isn't selling out. So
Yeah.
moral of the story, shout out Lynx fans, you guys are awesome. Someone did ask what my Sports Illustrated thing is, and I know Jude's in here all the time, so I figure I'll humbly Dustin asked. I'm going to be covering the Wolves this upcoming season for Sports Illustrated. I'll be doing daily pieces over on their websites. Still going to be at zone coverage, putting out a couple of features a week on the Lynx. Still doing post-game live stream podcasts, all of that fun stuff. Nothing is going to change with what I currently do, but for the Wolves, I will be adding that into my role. The hope is at some point they'll start doing more WNBA coverage, and then I'll be able to do more Lynx mainstream stuff with them as well. But for the time being, they're looking to kind of redo their coverage. They used to be partnered, at least with the Wolves, with Bring Me the News, and had a very kind of clickbaity algorithm type of just put a good headline out, and even if it's just like a 30-second clip from a podcast, like whatever clicks we can get. The vision they sold me, Charlie Walton, Andrew Carlson, Ryan Eichten, and Ben Beacon on was we want to get a good crew of beat reporters in here that actually know the team and can kind of bring better coverage to get Sports Illustrated back to a more like relevant publication, which Sports Illustrated, if you're listening, I'm sorry, like I said it when you guys wanted to have a conversation of like I would rather die than do a 5 things Bill Simmons said about the Wolves article. Like it's just not what I ever want to do, but that's that part of it. Someone did ask about the Chloe edition. I'll just touch on that one real quick here too. I love it. She played really well the last 3 seasons overseas in Europe. She plays more of like a small ball 5 type of position over there, spread offense, you know, good 3-point shooter, good with the ball in her hands. I think in the States, she's only 6'2", and that's probably a little bit of embellishment on the international height database. She looks a little bit smaller than 6'2". It's real hard to be a small ball 5 if you're sub 6'2", 6'3". So I kind of look at it of like, you know, is she going to be able to get like big minutes? Probably not. But if Dorka isn't able to fit in a matchup, now you have a small ball 5 option to go behind Tosh. She's an Aussie. Aussies are, you know, fun people to have around. I think she'll be good vibes. They didn't have to get rid of anyone for her addition. Alishka moved back to a developmental contract. I am assuming no one's going to be picking her up by the end of the season. Liatu is still there as well. And they still do have the Emma Chikova contract that they can suspend and go after a free agent as well. So I mean, Cheryl said last week that they plan on doing that after the trade deadline. So I do assume that they're not quite done with roster moves, but I really like it. I just think having another Swiss Army knife that you can throw out there in a pinch is always good. Sara, any Chloe Bivy thoughts?
I haven't really watched her much, so I can't speak to it, but I mean, if Cheryl wants her on the team, and Cheryl I trust, so.
That is the like part of it, you know. It's Cheryl likes her. She was in camp in 2022 as an undrafted free agent. You know, I think it's fair to assume that they feel pretty confident bringing her up here. And again, you save the rest of your money for if somebody gets bought out after this trade deadline, and maybe you can bring somebody in. Raheem says they did use the season-ending injury clause on Chikova, and that is part of it. I saw that Yoklava, who is Hamzova, which it's gonna be confusing. I saw that they waived her and signed her back to a developmental spot, and that they have 72 hours to use the season ending. I could be wrong at that though, because that all came out as I was working this morning. And oh, it is a hardship. Cassidy from behind me. Cassidy, cat, she's gone. She left. Says it is a hardship. So there's your answer. That they have a developmental spot open. Maybe you see someone get sniped, but honestly, I kind of like that they didn't add anyone too crazy to this, because this team is just a good vibes team. Sara, thoughts on the good?
Sorry, say that one more time. I'm not hearing you. I'm so sorry.
No one is hearing me because I
No.
muted myself. Thoughts on the good vibes of the team?
I mean, they're just good vibes. You can tell that the whole team gets along and they've bought into whatever it is they're trying to do, and I think that's winning a championship. And I've heard them all say that there's no egos on the team. It's next man up mentality, next woman up mentality, and I think it shows. I think that they just get along. I think that I am excited for the rest of the season.
On that note, excitement for the rest of the season. We will be back on Thursday after the Sparks game. There will be a couple days off here where we should have some practices. I'll, of course, be putting practice content out, but we'll be back Thursday after the Sparks game. If you came into this late, it does get posted as a live stream on Twitter and YouTube. Can catch it tomorrow, Monday at 7 a.m. It'll come out wherever you get your podcasts. Sara, thank you for doing this. Appreciate it as always. I'm Andrew Dukowitz, and we will catch you later. I still don't have a good end to this, and I probably never will. So enjoy the trail off.